by another man that is not your husband, and you kept the secret, and you are pretending, and your husband is raising these kids thinking that they are his children. I started thinking, what drives somebody to that point? I mean, the audacity to do something like that. I'm like, this world is going crazy. Children are not like food, like you buy from grocery store, and if something goes wrong, you return the food. Children are not returnable. So what drives somebody outside of the marital home to get pregnant by another man and pretending that it's her husband's kids? So please help me out. This got me thinking. I'm worried. I'm like, what kind of generation is this? What is happening to us? First of all, I want to, as I was putting my thoughts together, this is what I want to share with you. I want to talk to our women. I want to talk to all women, especially the wives. Let me start with the wives. If you are a wife and you are married and you have not yet conceived, you need to learn to be patient. It doesn't matter how people are making fun of you. It's difficult. Trust me, I know. It's a very difficult condition to be in. But you must be patient. You cannot allow people talking around you to distract you and drive you to the point of having children by another man. Think about it. You know, a lot of us, we are Nigerian, Cameroon, Ghanaian, we are very religious. We go to church every Sunday. Our churches are jam-packed. 50,000 here, 100,000 here. And we are hearing the story of Abraham. How long did Abraham wait before God finally blessed him? We are hearing the story of Isaac. How long did Isaac wait before he was actually conceived, or before his wife Rebecca actually gave birth? How long did Jacob waited, Jacob and Rachel, before they conceived? And so if we are packing ourselves inside church Sunday after Sunday, let this message be entering. God is real. It's not everybody that get married and then conceive within 6 months or within 3 months or within the same year. We say we are Christian. We say we believe in the Bible. So why don't we practice it, what we are hearing? So I'm talking to you wives. Please, if you are having delay in pregnancy, remain calm. Trust in the Lord. Keep praying. Keep seeking medical advice. Do not allow anybody, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your husband, do not allow anybody to drive you outside, that you allow another man to impregnate you. Number one, you have defied your marital bed. Number two, if you die with that secret, you will go to hellfire. God is not a respecter of, oh Lord, can't you see how people were making fun of me? Can't you see how people were dealing with me? God don't respect none of that. God will tell you, what about Abraham? What about Isaac? What about Jacob? What about all these people that had to wait? What about Hannah? So God is not going to buy your excuse. I'm pleading with us, women, wives, please be patient. I want to move on to mother-in-law. Mother-in-laws, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. Do not bring problem to your son. If you disturb these women, you know it's not everybody that is born again. It's not everybody that have the Spirit of God. So if you go and you start disturbing your son's wife and say, you must be pregnant by fire, by force, or get out, she will go out and get impregnated by another man. And then she will come back and pretend that it is your son's children. By the time this thing is exposed, the wahala, the headache that is going to be on top of your head is bigger than if she was never pregnant. So I'm pleading with you, mother-in-laws, please, if you don't want your son to have more problem, the simple problem of we are waiting for her to get pregnant, I think that is good enough. If you want her to now go carry a belly for another man and pretend it's your son, it is you that will suffer it. It is your son that will suffer it. So if you want your son to have peace, please, mother-in-laws, chill. Learn how to manage the situation. Sister-in-laws, I'm talking to you too. If your brother is married to a girl and she's not yet pregnant, If you are a sister-in-law and you are disturbing your husband's wife and you are calling her a witch, you are insulting her, you are saying all kinds of devilish things about her, you will push her to go out of that marriage and get pregnant for another man. And then she will pretend it's your brother's children. Is that what you want? And so I want to talk to our sister-in-law, our mother-in-laws, and I'm telling you, please, the best way to approach this, number one, you must pray for that woman. Keep praying, keep seeking the face of God. All of us, now so we full church every Sunday. It's like we are not hearing anything. If you believe in the God that you are serving, be praying for your daughter-in-law. Sister-in-law, instead of carrying big mouth, insulting somebody that don't have power to give herself children, be praying for her. Go to her, talk to her, say, I feel you. Encourage her. Talk to her, say, hey, my sister, have you tried medical? Have you visited the doctor? What about IVF? She may tell you, oh, we want IVF, but we don't have the money. Then you can say, okay, what do you think if we raise the money? What do you think if the church raise the money? What do you think? Be encouraged, encourage her. If you go around insulting, the women without the Spirit of God, they will go and carry belly from outside and bring it to your brother. Is that what you want? So I'm pleading with you, mother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, be wise. It's not everybody that is born again. It's not everybody that have the Spirit of God to tolerate insult. Keep your calm and keep praying and encouraging that woman until God answers the prayer or until medically she's able to conceive. I want to also talk to you husbands. Husbands, when you married your wife, you agreed for better or for worse. You did not say for better or pregnancy or get out of my house. That's not what you agreed to. So if you say for better or for worse, and after a couple of years, there's no children, don't start disturbing that woman. So in fact, like the situation, like the girl that sent me a message, it was her husband's issue. He had a low sperm count. He couldn't get her pregnant. And she's busy keeping his secret safe so that he doesn't feel less of a man. And so if you, as a husband, I'm talking to you now, if you allow your mother to insult her, you allow your sister to insult her while she's trying to keep your secret safe, you will start caring for another man's children. She will just go and do her nonsense. The devil is inspiring people left and right these days. Like I say, it's not everybody that have the fear of God. So if you don't learn wisdom, how to call your mom aside and say, Mom, please, I don't like the way you talk to my wife. Mom, be praying for us. Mom, she cannot get herself pregnant. She's not God. Talk to your mother. Talk to your sister-in-law. Don't allow them to drive your wife insane. Don't allow them to drive your wife to another man, bring Bele back to you. Be wise. You said for better or for worse. Also, when you got married, they told you the two shall become one. That means it's not you and your family against her. It's you and her against the world. So husbands, please be wise. Finally, I'm talking to all our women. If you are in this condition right now, if you stepped out of your marital home and you are pregnant or you have children and your husband thinks they are his children, I'm pleading with you, you must confess. A lot of you are saying, the consequence is too much. I don't want to die. I don't want this man to kick me out. The consequences of hellfire is eternity. But the consequences of confessing, it may be short term. In fact, if you go to God in prayer and really cry out to God and plead with God, God may God may touch your husband's heart to forgive you. But if you say, oh, lie, I can never confess this, I'll carry this to my grave, you will carry it to hellfire.